Coming up next, Election Day across Pennsylvania. A look at a key state race that could have national implications.
Plus, our exclusive interview with Penn State's president as she answers questions about challenges the university is facing.
Yes, there are challenges, but we are positioned better for success now than most of our peers, public or private. So where do we go from here?
And how people in our state are trying to help the victims of Hurricane Melissa in the Caribbean. The Center County Report starts now. Good afternoon, I'm Ava Brown. Thanks for joining us for the Center County Report.
And I'm Jaden Hope. Our top story, it's Election Day across Pennsylvania, and polls are open until 8 p.m. tonight. While this is an off-year election, voters are deciding the political balance of the state Supreme Court. Reporter Catherine Schreiner is live at a polling location on Penn State's campus. Catherine?
Thanks, Jaden. We are here at the hub, and polls are open. Now, there's no line at this time, but there was a line just about 10 minutes ago, so there's more of a turnout than we were expecting. Now, let's take a look at who is on the ballot.
Voters around Center County and the state are heading to the polls today for municipal and state elections. This year, judicial retention is the big issue on the ballot. Pennsylvania is one of 8 states where judges are elected instead of appointed. Retention votes happen every 10 years. This year, 3 Democratic state Supreme Court justices are up for retention: Christine Donahue, Kevin Dougherty, and David Wecht. The court now skews 5-2 Democrat, and Republicans have spent millions of dollars to try and unseat them. Today, elections are not just on the state level, but apply to the municipal level as well. This includes things from school board elections to county judicial branches to local councils. In State College, mayoral and borough council elections are taking place. 3 borough council positions appear on the ballot, with all 3 positions remaining unopposed with current council members: Gopal Balachandran, John Hayes, and Nalini Krishnakudi. Current mayor Ezra Naines is also running unopposed. He's lived in State College for 15 years.
I think all these races are actually unopposed, and that says something about the fact that the community didn't feel the need to challenge, but wanted to reelect the people that are on the ballot.
2026 will start Naines' second term as mayor. He hopes to continue his initiatives in sustainability and pedestrian-friendly areas.
I just want to be a voice in support of those efforts and help council navigate the discussions effectively and efficiently so that council can make the best decisions.
Now, polls close at 8 p.m. tonight, like we said earlier. If you haven't turned in a mail-in ballot, make sure to make your way to the polls. Live from Penn State, I'm Catherine Schreiner. Now back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Catherine. The federal government shutdown could become the longest ever this week as the standoff between Democrats and Republicans drags on. President Trump's administration says it will partially fund SNAP benefits after judges ruled the government must keep the food aid program running. The Department of Agriculture had planned to freeze payments to the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program because it said it could no longer keep funding due to the shutdown. 42 million low-income Americans receive federal food help. Pennsylvania has now been without a state budget for 4 months, and the effects are getting worse. As the stalemate drags on, school districts are now cutting after-school programs, freezing hiring, and taking out loans to cover costs. And some college students are still waiting for state grant funds more than halfway through the fall semester.
New numbers just released showing mixed news about Penn State's enrollment. A record high 42,000 plus students are at University Park this fall, but enrollment across the entire university is down 1.6%, or about 1,400 students. And Commonwealth campus students are down almost 6%. Penn State is moving forward with plans to close 7 of its campuses around the state.
Penn State's president recently met with the Center County Report and other student media organizations for an exclusive interview. Topics ranged from the changing higher education landscape to her salary increase.
Thank you for showing up. It's a delight. We have the best students.
Penn State President Neeli Bendapudi sat down with student news organizations, including the Center County Report, to answer questions on a wide range of topics. One of her key messages focused on Penn State's position in the rapidly changing higher education landscape.
Yes, there are challenges, but we are positioned better for success now than most of our peers, public or private. Of the big areas of our focus, we talked about how we will continue to build strong relationships with the communities we serve, with employers, our students, our Commonwealth, and our country and beyond.
She also talked about student success, research innovation, and the role of artificial intelligence.
We crossed $1.44 billion in research last year, and that's a historical record for Penn State. And despite a very challenging environment, Penn State's investment in research also grew. So we're very excited about that. Hit all kinds of records in fundraising, which we're very grateful for, but $563 million in fundraising to help our students, our faculty, our staff.
The university needs to focus on financial responsibility as higher education faces huge pressure.
State funding, that continues to be a huge issue for us. Pennsylvania overall invests very little in our high school, in our college students, as you know, per student funding. And in fact, every dollar that we get from the state, we put into discount for our in-state students.
Reporters questioned Bendapudi about her recent base salary increase of $450,000.
The decisions on how to hire, fire, and retain a president, compensation are made by the board. So my commitment is to make sure that we are doing everything we can to strengthen.
She also addressed the firing of football coach James Franklin, which means a potential buyout payment of nearly $50 million.
It's not an outright payment. It's monthly, and there's mitigation or offset. And we wish him well, but yes, it's a significant amount. And yes, athletics is entirely responsible for it.
Bendapudi says the university will continue its mission to serve students and the Commonwealth through innovation and integrity. She's calling this the beginning of what she calls a new era for Penn State. Bendapudi also says Penn State would not sign the Trump administration's controversial compact for higher education if asked. That's a proposal sent to some universities offering more favorable access to federal funding in exchange for agreeing to a series of demands.
A hospital patient faces criminal charges today, accused of viciously attacking an ER nurse at a UPMC Altoona. Police say 40-year-old Bradley Lloyd was trying to escape when he assaulted the employee. The condition of the ER nurse is unknown.
In Bellefonte, the Undine Fire Company has plans to build a permanent helipad on its grounds. It's an upgrade to strengthen local emergency response capabilities. The project also serves as a tribute to longtime EMS leader Rich Kelly, who devoted his life to saving others in Center County until his death in 2024. Donations of materials and supplies are now being collected from businesses, with supporters who give $500 or more to be recognized on a banner at the site.
A food facility at a local livestock auction has been cited by state inspectors for 4 health violations. An inspection at the Penns Valley Livestock Auction in Center Hall cited evidence of rodent activity in freezer storage, along with other cleanliness issues. A second inspection brought the auction back into code compliance.
A family-owned restaurant in State College is scaling back but not saying goodbye. Lupita's Authentic Mexican Food has closed its original location on West College Avenue, citing rising costs and staffing challenges. The owners, who moved here from Mexico, opened their first restaurant in 2019. Their downtown location on West Beaver Avenue remains open.
Still to come on the Center County Report, a special holiday opportunity for fans at Beaver Stadium.
And is rain on the way? We checked the 7-day forecast. Also coming up, Pennsylvania connections to the devastation from Hurricane Melissa and what people are doing to help.
Former Vice President Dick Cheney has died at age 84 from complications of pneumonia and cardiac and vascular disease. Cheney was a leading advocate for the invasion of Iraq. He was Defense Secretary during the Persian Gulf War under President George Bush and then served as VP under Bush's son.
Tens of thousands of people are picking up the pieces after Hurricane Melissa devastated Jamaica and parts of Cuba and Haiti. People across Pennsylvania have family ties to the islands and are trying to help. Patrick Gray reports.
Hurricane Melissa brought catastrophic winds up to 185 miles an hour to Jamaica last week. The winds and storm surge wrecked homes and public infrastructure. It left people homeless and ruined the livelihoods of thousands of farmers and fishermen. Daniela Pereira is a Penn State student with family who called Jamaica home. They were on the island during the Category 5 storm. She said it's been difficult to get updates and knowing the fear her family experienced.
Just hearing how scared my family was on top of it kind of added to it a lot. We were sitting over here with our only real form of communication being WhatsApp text messages and receiving videos from my family.
Daniela was able to share a few of those videos her family took of the destruction caused by the storm. For most of us, it's hard to understand Melissa's magnitude. In 2025, the record one-day rainfall in Pennsylvania was around 2.5 inches. During Hurricane Melissa, it looked a little bit different, around 40 inches, which caused what's estimated to be $48 to $52 billion in damages to the region.
Kelly Whitehead is the interim missions manager for Charter Oak Church near Pittsburgh. They just sent a team of 21 missionaries to aid in relief efforts.
Our team just landed this afternoon after a couple days of cancellations, and I'm getting texts now just staying on the drive from the airport. They do a 3.5 hour drive to get to where they're going, saying that the devastation is really terrible.
Devastation that will take years to overcome.
Cuba and Haiti face similar challenges after the hurricane, and their political and economic crises don't help. The storm is blamed for 31 deaths in Haiti, where hunger was already rising. Now, let's check our local weather.
Here in Pennsylvania, it is election day, and there is no reason weather-wise not to get out to the polls. Right now, across Pennsylvania, very few clouds in the sky, just a few stragglers in southwestern Pennsylvania. But the system that we're going to be tracking over the next 48 hours is right now here in Montana and North Dakota, and that's going to be sliding its way to the south and east and getting here around tomorrow night. Right now in State College at the Arboretum, beautiful blue sky, but notably less leaves on the trees after last week's storm system. 55 degrees with a dew point of 25, so quite dry out there. A westerly wind at 14 miles per hour. And throughout the day today, we're expecting temperatures in the 50s, but as we go into the afternoon and evening hours, temperatures drop into the 40s, and by the time polls close, the temperature 42 degrees here in State College. Let's go throughout your Wednesday as clouds start to infiltrate the region. It will be warmer tomorrow as this system moves through, but then a cold front moves through and we'll see some showers along with it, and afterwards some gusty conditions, 40 to 60 mile an hour wind gusts possible as this low pressure system moves by. On the backside, that's some blue, and that means a little bit of snow showers in the northern tier of Pennsylvania. Another system moves through this weekend, Friday night into Saturday, and that could be a significant rainmaker. But as we go into the beginning of next week, another chance for some snow showers, especially along the Lake Erie lakeshore, where we could see up to a half a foot of snow accumulating there. So for today here in State College, 56 degrees and mostly sunny and breezy here. West-northwesterly winds at 15 to 20 miles an hour, gusting up to 30. As we go into tonight, the winds will wane a little bit, but the clouds will increase, a low of 39. As we go into tomorrow, the clouds increase even further. Overcast skies with rain showers moving in after dinner time. 63 degrees are high, well above average for this time of the year, and a south-southwesterly wind at 15 to 20 miles per hour. As we go into our 7-day outlook, we'll see those rain showers on Friday, but another storm system moves in for the end of the weekend and the beginning of next week, and that could have some snow showers here in State College.
I can't believe it's already time to whip out my jacket.
Can't believe we're finally actually starting to get that holiday weather. But this weekend, Beaver Stadium will change from football to a holiday scene for a special event. On Sunday, the Roar Plus Athletics digital subscription platform will host its first holiday photo experience. You'll have a chance to step onto the field for a themed photo session from noon until 3 p.m. The cost per photo is $95. Roar Plus members receive one free photo and a complimentary football ornament when they subscribe for a year. Now, here's Noah with sports.
That sounds like fun, Jaden. Coming up in sports, opening night for Penn State basketball. We have highlights. And we look back at the Nittany Lions' loss at Ohio State and the new challenge that's next for them. I'm Noah Flennard with sports. Penn State football once again faces a tough task this week when it hosts number 2 ranked Indiana at home. The Nittany Lions are now riding a 5-game losing streak after a trip to Ohio State. Reporter Kaylee Tallman was there.
Shock the world state!
Penn State roared into the Horseshoe in Columbus looking to spoil Ohio State's perfect season. Unfortunately for the Nittany Lions, the nut cracked the lion and the Buckeyes remain unbeaten at 8-0.
We're in the middle of the storm and we just can't figure how to get out of it.
The first half brought some life to the faces of hopeful Penn State fans. The Lions held Ohio State to 17 points, scoring 14 of their own. Chaz Coleman recovered a fumble forced by Amari Campbell on the 19-yard line, setting Penn State up with ideal field position.
He's going to be a major part of what we do going forward, and he's a point of emphasis for us to get going.
Despite a promising first half, Ohio State came out guns blazing, almost unstoppable in the second.
For head coach Terry Smith, this game was about 2 halves. In the first, Penn State held the Buckeyes to just a 3-point lead, but an explosive third quarter of 144 total yards and 133 passing yards allowed Ohio State to run away with it. Big thanks to Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate.
Credit to those guys. They are the 2 best guys in the country. Just watching these guys live, and I don't mean this disrespectfully to the past Ohio State receivers, these 2 are better than all of them.
Smith and Tate combined for 247 yards and 3 touchdowns. Bo Jackson put up 105 yards on the ground, and Julian Sayin went 20 for 23 with 316 yards and 4 touchdowns.
We just haven't been able to just put a full quarter of that together, and that's the challenge.
Ethan Grunkemeyer started his second game for Penn State, going 19 of 28 and throwing for 145 yards. The offense has continued to struggle with the vertical passing game.
I missed a few throws early, and I would like to have those back, but just those are some things to look at.
Former starting quarterback Drew Aller was on the sidelines as an extra voice for Grunkemeyer.
I mean, he's like another coach out there, all the experience he has. He did a great job today, talking to me pregame, talking to me at halftime, and talking to me in between series.
Penn State will get another shot to try and shock the world against the number 2 ranked Indiana Hoosiers.
The one positive of the game, these guys did not quit. And that's a tell to who they are as well. We just got to figure some other things out.
In Columbus, Ohio, I'm Kaylee Tallman for the Center County Report.
Kickoff for Saturday's game against Indiana is at noon, and you can listen live on Penn State's COM Radio with our broadcast team at Beaver Stadium. Now on to high school football. A Huntington running back reached a career milestone within the first week of the playoffs. After the Whistle reporter Kenzie Ferry has more.
Huntington brought home their first playoff win since 2017.
You can feel the presence of the support each and every Friday night and even out in the community. So it's good to get the community back to what they deserve.
In tonight's game, senior running back Landon Erdman broke 1,000 rushing yards this season.
It feels great. Last year I came up 200 yards short. I definitely could not do it without my O-line. I thank them every practice for blocking for me.
The Bearcats were 0-10 last year and are now 8-3.
We're all ready to try our hardest in this game, and we ended up pulling through. It's just play after play. We kept the momentum going.
Get this, earlier this month, the Bearcats lost to Tyrone, but tonight, they never trailed.
It was get back week. That was all we were through Monday through Friday. It was just, we got to beat Tyrone. This definitely means a lot for the fans, definitely a lot for previous seniors, definitely a lot for the seniors now.
Tonight's win marks the first time Huntington has beaten Tyrone since 2019.
We came out, we played hard on defense. I think that was the biggest difference. I think they scored in 2 plays. Last time we played them, this time we did really good on defense. I think we had 3 picks, pick 6, almost 2. It's pretty hard to lose when you do that.
Reporting for After the Whistle, I'm Kenzie Ferry.
You can see highlights and post-game reaction from the top local high school games this Friday on our sports show, After the Whistle. That's live at 11:30 p.m. on our YouTube channel, Penn State Student Media. Now, onto the hardwood. The Penn State men's basketball team heads into its next game on Saturday on a winning note after a successful opening night. The young Nittany Lion team showed some growing pains adjusting to NCAA basketball at the BJC, but they powered through early adversity. Fairfield started the game on a 12-0 run and continued the momentum for most of the game, but the Lions rallied for an 8-point win behind the young backcourt of Meli Tunja and Caden Mingo. The freshman duo had 19 and 15 points. Next up, a game at New Haven. And the women's basketball team also tallied their first win of the season in the home opener against Bucknell. After being up by 9 at half, 6 points from Kiyomi McMiller and 9 points from Gracie Merkel gave the Lady Lions what they needed to pull away in the third. They beat the Bison 83-55 and take on Cincinnati this Friday at Rec Hall. The Penn State volleyball team hits the road this week for the next 3 games. The team took on Indiana at Rec Hall on Sunday, and the Hoosiers took the win in a 3-0 sweep. Number 24, Jaden Jagger, led Indiana, leaving the game with 12 digs and 14 kills. Proceeds from the game go to the V Foundation, a cancer research institute. Next up for the Nittany Lions is a match against Purdue on Friday. You know, the BJC was definitely booming last night. That men's game was electric. I definitely recommend checking it out.
I also heard Penn State fans kind of took over Ohio State's hockey arena this weekend.
I'm just glad that a Penn State sports team can win a game.
Thanks, Noah. Coming up next, Penn State's most loved mailman comes out with a new surprise for everyone to enjoy. One of Penn State's most popular and recognizable people is delivering something new this fall. Campus legend Mike the Mailman Hare is turning decades of public service into stories in his new memoir, Pushing the Envelope. Over nearly 40 years working at the campus post office, he became known for his playful signs, jokes, and positive impact on the community. The self-published book is available now through Amazon and on his website, MikeTheMailmanBook.com.
That's all for today's newscast. We hope you'll join us Friday for our next local news update.
But you can follow us anytime for breaking news on our Center County Report X. And you can see our stories on our Facebook page, Instagram, YouTube, and our website. Have a good afternoon.